listening to Slick Rick, Maestro Fresh West, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Rewrite the lyrics and recite them to my best friends. But I was just a copycat and this was just a hobby that would probably pass after I'd exhausted all my sloppy raps and got the laughs I was after. Typical little bastard, privileged middle class, mischievous little rascal. Would it take it to sit in the back row at a rap show? I listened to Fat Joe, Method Man and B.I.G. and imagine living as a VIP. Though I didn't have a plan, just a fantasy, but I could still pass exams with ease and plant trees to get cash for books, tuition fees and rap CDs. And I had a chance to read classic Greek tragedies. I've always been addicted to words, so I just immersed myself in English literature. But I was immature, and these were fickle times. Between classes I would listen to rhymes and find my lips whispering lines as if in the background. Then at 19 I wrote my first original rap down. Wow. Reminiscent. I go back to the Genesis Eden Garden when I was a teen, in love with freestyling. That's when I learned techniques for rhyming and started redesigning. I can still feel that prickle of initial excitement. I figured it's official, y'all, this is enlightenment. I picture myself ciphering with the likes of Big Pun, whipping punks into submission with the flip of the tongue. I did it for fun, I was ambitious and irreverent. I figured I was clever enough to get the better of any competitor, cause I was verbally first rate. My early verses were based on discursive wordplay, with no breaks, no separated parts, no bars, no hooks, just page after page past the margins of notebooks. So far so good, I built my skills gradually and kept on track with the bachelor's degree. Actually, I considered dropping out to get respect, but I figured more options would mean less regrets. And besides, some rappers were coming differently. I discovered Black Alicious and Talib Kweli, MCs who could rip the beat descriptively. And then in my second season I had this epiphany: rap is poetry, and ever since I've represented it openly through my position as an academic. Get it? Reminiscent. I go back to the Genesis Eden Garden when I was a teen, in love with freestyling. That's when I learned techniques for rhyming and started redesigning. Hip-hop. Next semester I convinced my teachers that hip-hop lyrics would be my thesis research. I thought I would be the first to study it in depth. Reality check, the library index already had a long list of hip-hop scholarship steps that I followed in. David Foster Wallace and Trisha Rose and Brian Cross got acknowledgments and props. They taught me hip-hop history, and I started to approach this culture realistically. And the next step for me on this MC trajectory was for me to freestyle obsessively. On road trips, I was a motor mouth motorist. I learned to flow sick on a solo tip, rocking Dr. Dre beats, explosive. I was blowing doors open, people started listening. Hip-hop for me was a form of discipline. Born again on the Discman, studying flows. What do you know? When I was just 20 years old, I hit the tracks, running my mouth like a bloody nose, and took my first steps down this long, dusty road. Oh, reminiscent. I get lethargic and reminisce in the darkness. Return to the days when I learned to spit marvelous and give props to those